Hey, thanks for coming back to KG's Garage. This is Keith. I'm working on this leak on this 53 Buick today. There is a leak on the differential. So we're looking at this leak right here on this differential. It's a Ford 9-inch. It's leaking from one of these bolts. You know, there's a gasket, and who knows how old it is. This rear end is out of a Ford Bronco I pulled out of a junkyard. I took the bolt off of the top. I'm missing one bolt. I took this one off up here, put it down here and tightened it, hopefully to see if that would seal it, but that didn't happen. So it's still leaking. So I need to pull that out, that center chunk out, clean it up, new gasket, new rubber, new RTV, whatever I got to do to make it so it seals and doesn't leak. So in order to do that, the drive shaft has to come out. So that's four bolts on there, right? The drive shaft comes out. Also, I have to pull the axles out. Not a big deal. These axles, you just bolt on right there. So there's 4 bolts on the axle, and then the axle comes out. Also, you know, obviously easier, I have to take the wheel off. This is the issue. The wheel comes off, duh, right? With 5 lugs. I can't get the wheel out of the wheel well, how it sits right now. So I have to drop the shock. So I have to undo that. The rear end has to fall down, and I can take the wheel off. So that's where I'm at right now. I have that lift right there. Lift it up to the rear end. Take that bolt off. Probably take the other one off. Might as well do both at the same time. Take the wheels off, and then I can pull the axles and work my way to the front. So that's what you're going to see. I also have another rear end over here, or I also have another center chunk over here, right here. That I'm told is in better shape than the one I have. I just noticed that that's welded. Anyway, but I don't know what gear ratio that is. I don't know what gear ratio I have. So I'm going to look at both. I'm going to have to take the other one's going to come out anyway and see which one's better. Okay, well, I got the wheels off. It wasn't as difficult as I thought it would be. I just popped these off, lifted it up with that jack like I said I was going to, and banged them out. Lowered the jack, took the wheel off. The wheel came almost down to here. There was just some hoses that were stretched. I had to make sure they didn't pull out. Got the wheel off, had to pull the caliper off. These are normal GM calipers off of a Cadillac, I believe. It's got the manual emergency brake spring on there. And I think this is and these are Right Stuff brackets to mount these calipers on the Ford 9-inch. You can see there's this here. So now I'm taking these bolts off here. These are 3/4 inch. I just got to take them all off. There's 4 of them. They're T-bolts. Take this off, and then I should be able to pull the axle out, and then I'll go move on to the drive shaft. Right there. Pull the drive shaft off. And then undo the bolts on the 3rd member, pull it out, and then reseal it. So I was going to use this rear end, this 3rd member. I was going to use this 3rd member here. It's an older casting number. C1AW. I think it's 370 gears. I was going to use it, but so this one here does not have a fill plug. This rear end, from what I researched, would have the fill plug on the back half over here, on the actual axle housing. So if I put that in, if I put this one in, I either have to drill and tap that, put a plug in there, or tilt it and fill the axle up through the axle tube. which sounds like a kind of a pain in the neck. Anyway, so I don't think this one's going in. I was given this one, they said it had a cracked tooth. I don't know where the cracked tooth is. I can't find it. What I'm probably going to do is, I mean, this is not a race car. It's going to be some cruiser. So I'm going to take this apart, I'll pull out the third member out of this one. And once the third member's out, I'll look at it, see what it looks like. This one has some play in it. There's one sitting on the floor here. So I don't know how much better this one is. Only thing is, I think that one might be a posi. So I spin it, both the, everything goes the same way. It looks, I can't tell if I'm looking at it. I think it looks like it. Once I pull the other one apart, if I look, I'll be able to tell the difference. But from the pictures, I think it's a posi. So, anyway, I'm going to take those bolts off, pull the axle out, do the same thing on the other side, drive shaft and 10 bolts on the third member. And then pull it out, see what it looks like. I'll show you what it looks like. And then clean it up, put it back in and seal it. And I'm still waiting for bolts. I ordered another set of bolts because I don't know when I'm getting, the other ones are lost in the mail. So I ordered another set from somewhere else, and those will be here next week. But if I get this all together, get all the bolts in, I don't have to put fluid in yet. I can wait. I can move it in and out of the garage. Okay, well, I have the one that came out of the car right here. I counted the ring gear, and it's 35, and the pinion gear is 10, so this is a 350 ratio. This one here, I believe, is a 3, I think it was, I don't know how many teeth, it's hard for me to count the teeth on the pinion, but this ring has 38. So, divided by whatever that is, so maybe it's a 380, 370, I don't know. But I'm not going to use this one. The reason I'm not using this one over here is it doesn't have a drain plug. I don't want to have to deal with that. And there's a little, I think there's more play in this one than this one. Oh yeah. Yeah. So this one I think is actually in better shape. I don't know. This one might be a posi. I have to do more research. But it has, the little research I did real quick, I think it says if you have your bolts with a cutout here for the bolt to go in, this is a posi unit right here. And then this one here is flat. This flat surface is not, is an open diff. I don't really care for this car. I mean, it was nice to have a, I mean, it would be nice to have a posi unit in here, but I don't really care. I just want to drive it, so I'm not going to be racing it or anything like that. So one wheel spins, whatever. It's just going to be a cruiser. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this one, I'm going to put this one back in, I'm going to clean it all up, get all the old gasket and rubber silicone off there, and I have a gasket somewhere, so I'm going to get the gasket, put it on there, and put this guy back in there and do the reverse of what I did. See, everything's out. Axles are pulled out. Inside, it's just dripping. There's the axle. So, and I gotta scrape all this off too. Get all this cleaned up. I don't know where, oh, leaking right there, look at that. The gasket's actually holding in the rest of the fluid. Looks like. So, anyway, so I'm gonna go do that, and I'll come back when this thing's almost put all together. I'll show you if I hit any bumps or anything like that, I'll come back and show you what's going on. Alright, let me show you what I did here. Put all this back together, put the new gasket there. I used the old bolts. I didn't use the washers. I put some silicone on either side because the surface of the rear end and the surface of the center chunk is kind of not perfect. So I figured I just put a little bit of layer of silicone on there, and then I put the sandwich the gasket. Hopefully it'll be fine. And I tightened them down. The bolts, no washers, because these bolts are coming off. So when I get the new bolts and washers, they're going on here. Put the drive shaft back in. I need to replace that seal because it's leaking. It's slow leak. And I got the one axle back in. So I just have to do the next axle on the other side, and calipers back on, wheels, and then we're done. So once I get this all back together, I will show video of me backing it out or whatever. I don't know. I'll be almost done with it. Okay, well, you can see I just put the wheels back on. Brakes are on, axles are in, everything's there. The tire's still a little bit covered, but it's dropped down a lot. I can pull it out and get it down, but look how far down the axle is. I had to drop it. This is where it was mounted. It was at 6-7 inches. So I have it sitting, the rear end sitting on this jack, and yeah, this brake line is pretty taut. So I'm going to jack it back up to where it needs to go. It's getting closer. Check that one, check the other side, right into the light. They're good. Now we go a little bit slower. So I don't know how I would do this on the side of the road. If I was on the side of the road, I would have to jack the car up a lot to get the hang that low. So I don't know. But see, and then now the other problem is you gotta mess with this to. No, see, now I gotta go up. Go up one little pump. There. And now this side is not in. So I'm gonna put the nut on this side to keep that one on. This one's not in. So I need to jack that up a little bit. Let's see. Almost. One little bit more. There we go. And the nut. And then I just got to get 3/4 inch and tighten that up. Drop the jack out of there and it's on the ground. Well, there you go. You can see how much the wheel is covered when it's in the spot. I mean, it's covering 1/4 of the wheel. So there's no way to get it off. The only other thing I could do is maybe roll the fender or pull the fender out a little bit more, because I've tried taking it off without lowering the rear end, and it almost makes it. Problem is these wheels are kind of deep, so it has to come out a lot and then drop. But I like the look, so I want to keep it like that. All right, well, that's going to do it for this video. Thanks a lot for watching. Hopefully, maybe you learned something, maybe you found it entertaining, I don't know. Anyway, this is my 53 Buick. After I get those new bolts for the rear end and put fluid in it, I'm going to go take it for a test drive and see how it goes. And if it's okay, I'm going to continue fixing other stuff. I want to lower the front, I want to change the lever shocks out and put coilovers probably on the front there. And I got to do the interior. If I'm going to drive this thing, it needs an interior. The interior is shot. It's falling apart. So anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks. Bye.